Hello, in this simple video, I'll show you how to copy color grading of skin tones from one image and put it to another image when it comes to Photoshop. So, in case you have always admired some images and you love the color grading regarding the skin tones, I want to give you a simple hack or a simple trick to use to copy those exact same color grading of the skin tones and put it to your own photos when it comes to Photoshop. And I'm just going to show you the before and after for this. So you can see before, this was the image before, and this is the after. You can see the colors on the skin tones are actually the same. So I'll delete all this and I demonstrate for you how you can do the color grading. And for this, you simply have to have a photo of reference, the image from which you want to copy the color grading of the skin tones from. And for this case, drag and drop it over and place it over the image that we want to color grade. So I'll just come to my finder here and I drag my reference image. So this is the image. I drag it and place it over the photo that I want to edit and simply resize it. So I'm just going to resize it like this by dragging the corners. And after resizing the photo, I'll simply hit enter or return to place that photo. So after placing that photo over the image that I want to paste the color grading onto, I'll simply come to the background layer, because for the adjustment layer that I want to use to copy these skin tones, it has to be below this image. So it has to be basically between the reference image and our target image. So it has to be in the middle. So select the background layer and click on the adjustments. Then we are going to come and we select the curves adjustment layer. So after choosing the curves adjustment layer, we are simply going to apply it. And before we apply it to this very image, we are just going to ensure that we have gotten the settings right. So come and make sure the curves icon is selected. Make sure the curves icon is selected and not this white layer mask. So click on the curves icon, and after clicking, you can come to the properties of the curves. So these are the properties of the curves. We have 3 eyedroppers, or we have 3 color pickers. For the first color picker we have, this is for the brightest points or the white point. This is for the midtones, and this is for the black point of the image. So we're just going to sample from the white point and also the mid tones or the midpoint of the skin tone. So we're just going to come and click. So we have selected the curves icon. Instead, then simply double click to open up the color picker. Then after double clicking, we're just going to zoom in and we click on the brightest area on the photo from which we want to copy the color grading. So I'll click on the brightest point or the brightest color on the photo from which we just want to copy the color grading. So I've sampled from the nose area, and I'll simply come and click OK. So it is going to open up this other window or pop-up menu. So it is going to say save the new target colors as defaults. Simply click on no, and after clicking on no, come to the image that you want to color grade and you simply click on the brightest area of the image that you want to color grade. And as soon as you do that, you can notice or see that the image is also going to change color immediately. But this is not all for this kind of video. So after using the highlight point, it's time to go to the midtones or the middle color. So just come, double click on the middle color picker tool to open up the color picker or target the mid-tone color. And by the way, before or as you're doing all this, make sure the sample is set to 5x5 average and sample is set to all layers, because you just want to use all the information in all the selected or all the visible layers in the layer panel. So after that, remember we have just double clicked on this middle color pointer, and we're just going to come to the midpoint of the skin tone. So I'll sample from around the forehead area and I'll click OK. It is going to bring up this other pop-up menu. Click on no. Then for the image that we want to color grade, you also have to click on what you feel is the mid-tone color of the image that you want to color grade. So I'll just click randomly to see that. So you have to click and stop at the point whereby all the images or the two images are having a color that is close enough regarding the skin tone. So I'll click. So you have to keep on sampling from different or varying areas of the model skin. So I feel like about here, that is when you're having an image that is very close regarding skin tones. So after you have done this and you feel like the image color is not the same, you can go ahead and you perfect the color so they can look a little bit better and closer. Remember, the point here is we just want to create matching skin color or skin tones. So in order to make it have a more matching kind of color that is going to be very close and alike, we are going to come to adjustments and create another adjustment layer, which is the selective color. So you can see for this case, the image you are trying to paste the color grading onto is a little bit having more of the yellow. So you're just going to come to the reds and simply come to the yellow panel or the yellow option and play around with the yellow slider. So I'll just slightly remove the yellows from the image that we are trying to color grade, and you can see by just doing this, it has reduced on the amount of yellows from the image. So you can even come and play around with the blacks to see that the images are having a color. So I'll go with around -2, and by just doing this, the images look very close and identical regarding the skin tones. So in case you want to enhance the image even more, you can even come and create another selective color adjustment layer. So come to selective color adjustments and you can simply come to the blacks. So just come the blacks and you can play around with the cyan slider just like this, but just add a little bit of cyans to the blacks. And by just doing this, the images look very identical. Let me first of all group the color grading and I show you what we have been able to do regarding the color grading of our image. So I'll just select these layers, Control or Command, then press Command G to put this in a group. So you can see this is the image before, after, before, after. So in case it has changed or altered the background, you simply have to create a layer mask and paint. Yeah, create a layer mask. Hold down there or click on this layer mask icon just like this. So for the areas where you want to eliminate the color grading, just simply come and get your brush tool, the normal brush tool, and make sure you have. So how the layer mask tool is going to be working, black is going to hide and white is going to reveal. So in order to hide the effect from the background area of this very image, we simply have to get a black brush and simply start painting on the areas that we don't want the effect to affect in this case. So you can even delete this image because for this point we no longer need it. So just paint on the background to reveal the initial or brightness level of the background of this very image. So just take your time as you're doing all this. So you can see we have gotten back the initial or original color of the backdrop or the background, and you can even paint in the eyes to get the eyes to look brighter in this case. So I'll just paint like that, and you can see this is what we've been able to achieve. You can see before, after, before, after. The background has not been affected by the color grading, but we have been able to copy skin tones from the image that we were targeting. So this is how you can simply copy and paste color grading regarding skin tones from one image to another using Photoshop. I hope you have enjoyed this simple and slow video, and ensure to give this video a like and don't forget to subscribe in case you have been watching and you are not yet subscribed to this channel. Ronix from Ronix Photography. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in yet more videos on this channel. Don't forget, keep practicing and as well keep creating.